Welcome to Tech Explorers. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of cloud computing, specifically focusing on Tencent Cloud's Nodejs SDK and how developers can utilize it effectively. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just dipping your toes into cloud services, there's something here for everyone. So let's kick things off. What is the Tencent Cloud Nodejs SDK? Well, it's essentially a toolkit developed to help you communicate with Tencent Cloud's API seamlessly through Node.js. Think of it like owning a Swiss Army knife that equips you with all the necessary tools to interact with the vast components of Tencent Cloud. Now, before you start downloading and installing, there are a couple of essentials you need to have ready. First and foremost, you need to ensure you're working with Node.js version 10 or above. This is crucial because any version below that simply won't cut it. Next, you'll need to log into the Tencent Cloud console to set up your products. Here's a fun analogy. Think of this like getting your library card before you start borrowing books. Without it, you're not getting very far. Once you're in, you'll acquire your secret ID and secret key, which are keys to the kingdom of Tencent Cloud. It's super important to keep these secret keys safe. They are like the passwords for your bank account. You wouldn't want anyone stealing those, right? Now, on to the fun part, installation. The most efficient way to install the SDK is through NPM. For instance, if you're specifically interested in the CVM product SDK, you'd simply run npm install Tencent Cloud-sdk-nodejs cvm-save in your terminal. Easy peasy. It's like picking the right app from a storefront, just a click away from starting to build. Once you've got that set up, you'll want to import the SDK into your code. Picture this like stepping into a high-tech lab. The wonders of cloud computing open up with just a few lines of code. For example, if you're looking to instantiate the CVM client, you would write JavaScript const Tencent Cloud equals require Tencent Cloud SDK-Node.js. Const CVM client equals Tencent Cloud.cvm.v2703 and 12.client. Now you might be wondering, what if I want to see what zones are available for my cloud servers? That's where the fun of practical application comes in. You can call the method client.describeZones, then to get back that information. It's a great moment of instant gratification when your code actually works. Let's touch briefly on a common pitfall. If you're aiming to have your code run effectively, be mindful of your local environment. Running this SDK in a wrong context like the web frontend isn't safe, as it would expose your sensitive keys. Instead, think of it like building a secure fortress. Keep the keys inside and manage requests through a dedicated server. As we wrap up this episode, there are so many exciting functionalities to explore with Tencent Cloud's Node.js SDK, from getting data from different services to managing resources. The major takeaway here is to always keep security in mind. Ensure your environment is set up correctly and use the power of NPM to manage your SDKs effortlessly. Before we sign off, I have one last question for you to ponder. How do you see the future of cloud development shaping for aspiring developers? That's a discussion for another day, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for tuning in to Tech Explorers, and happy coding.